women should think, feel, and act. It refers to femininity or masculinity of a person's role and behavior as defined by society. So, pag sinabi nating gender or gender orientation, ito na yung nararamdaman mo kung sino ka ba talaga. So, kapag feeling mo isa kang babae na natrap sa loob or sa katawan ng isang lalaki, that is your gender. Okay, next we have the human sexuality. It is the quality of being male or female. Ito yung pagiging babae o lalaki. It is the way in which we experience and express ourselves as sexual beings. So, ito na yung kung paano natin i-express or ipakita kung sino ba talaga tayo. So, in here, makikita nyo yung diagram showing healthy attitude even sexual behavior. So, makikita natin sa sarili natin when we appreciate our own body and dapat kung ano yung mga ginagawa mo ay dapat alam mo yung magiging consequence or takes responsibility for own behaviors. And dapat knowledgeable ka rin about sa mga sexuality issues na ating kinakaharap. Next, we also have the family. Paano nga ba nakakaapekto ang pamilya sa sexual behavior? Of course, sa family dapat may communication, a good way of communication. So, dapat kung ano yung nararamdaman mo, dapat sinasabi mo. And, ayan, dapat matuto tayong mag-express ng love sa ating family members. At ginagawa natin yung mga responsibilidad natin sa ating bahay. Next, we have peers. Ito na yung mga kaibigan. So, sa peers, matututo tayong mag-express ng pagmamahal. Matututo tayong mag-evaluate ng readiness for mature relationship. And we can also interact with both genders in appropriate and respectful ways. So we need to respect both gender in all aspects. Kahit ano man siya, kailangan mo siyang respetuhin. Next, ito yung mga terms na related to gender and sexuality. Wait lang ha, may nagpapa-accept. Bakit wala pa naman? Okay, so, yan. Pag sinabi nating sex, ito yung biological basis of being a male or female. Kung ano ka nung ipinanganak ka. Kung ano yung meron ka nung pinanganak ka. Yun yung tinatawag na sex. And then gender is the social view on how women, nasabi ko na to kanina, or how men and ladies should think, feel, and act. So, ito na yung pagiging pag-iisip mo parang isang babae or pag-iisip at pakiramdam mo ay isang lalaki. Yan. Then, we have the gender equality. Pag sinabi naman nating gender equality, ito yung pantay na karapatan para sa babae at lalaki. And then gender role. Pag sinabi naman nating gender role, ito yung mga responsibilidad, mga expectation, or mga characteristics kung paano ba dapat mag-isip o makiramdam yung isang tao at mag-act yung isang tao. So, iniimpluwensyahan ito ng parents, ng peers, at ng society. And then we have the sexuality. So, na-discuss ko na kanina to, yung sexuality. Ito yung basic part ito yung basic part of what we do and who we are. Then next, you can see here the symbols. Ayan, the symbol for male and the
Yes, ma'am.
symbol for female. Ayan, kung magsi-CR kayo, makikita nyo tong mga symbols na to. So now, let's proceed to Module 2. Who am I? Sino ka ba talaga? Sino ba talaga ako? Ano nga yung gender perspective ko? And so on. Ayan. So, we already discussed what is sex and gender and human sexuality. So, skip na natin yan. So, ayan. Sexuality refers to your total self. Kung sino ka ba talaga. So, meron tayong iba't ibang part ng sexuality. Una dito, yung ethical self, yung pinakamababa, yung pinakagitnang bilog. So, ethical self, the way you value relationship. Ayan, kung paano mo ba pahalagahan yung mga relationship na meron ka. Then, emotional self, ito yung kung paano mo or paano ka makiramdam sa ibang tao at paano mo i-feel yung sarili mo. Next, we have social self. When we say social self, ito yung kung paano ka naman makitungo sa iba. Then we have mental self. Ito yung kung paano ka mag-isip bilang isang babae o bilang isang lalaki. And then lastly, we have the physical self. Ito na yung itsura mo. Kung ano yung gusto mong itsura para sa'yo. And then next, yan, sexuality towards yourself. This is how you see yourself, how you think of yourself, how you love yourself, and how you feel about yourself. So, in totality, sexuality refers to your attitudes and behavior towards yourself. Hindi sa ibang tao, kundi sa sarili mo mismo. So, ano nga ba ang healthy sexuality? Ayan, pag sinabi nating healthy sexuality, ibig sabihin meron kang high sense ng responsibility. Alam mo kung ano yung magiging consequences ng iyong gagawin. Marunong ka ring marunong ka ring mamili kung ano yung tama at alam mo kung paano i-behave yung sarili mo. So, sexuality can be understood through the help of the people around you. Yan. So, sexuality refers to your perceptions, kung ano yung iniisip mo, yung pakiramdam mo, at pati na rin yung behavior mo towards the others. Ayan. So, healthy sexuality encompasses of the following characteristics. Unang-una, self-love. Pag sinabi natin self-love, tanggap mo yung sarili mo. Next is self-knowledge. Self-knowledge, kapag alam mo o naiintindihan mo at alam mo yung pakiramdam ng sarili mo. Ibig sabihin, kilala mo na yung sarili mo. Next is self-confidence, your awareness of the things that you can do well. So, self-confidence, parang pag may pinagawa sa'yo, alam mong kaya mo. Next is self-respect. Of course, we need to respect ourselves. Kasi nga, paano natin irerespetuhin yung iba kung hindi po natin nirerespeto yung ating sarili. And then next, self-expression. Ito na yung kung paano mo i-express kung sino ka talaga. Kung mas mahilig ka bang magsuot ng pambabae kaysa sa panlalaki or mas mahilig ka magsuot ng panlalaki kaysa sa pang-babae. So, before we continue sa factors affecting one's attitude, ayan, let me just accept them. Parang wala namang okay. So, we're done with the module 1 and module 2. Ayan. Doon sa mga didiscuss natin, meron po ba kayong mga katanungan?
Wala naman po yung represent mo, ma'am.
Tinanggal ko muna na kasi may nag-admit eh.
Wala na, ma'am.
Ay, sige po, ma'am.
Wala na,
May tanong kayo?
Wala na. Ayun lang po, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, sige.
Wala na
So,
po,
let us
ma'am.
now proceed to Module 3. Mali, konti lang yung health natin. Let's proceed to Module 3. Okay. So, factors affecting one's attitude and practices related to sexuality and sexual behaviors. Ano nga ba yung mga factors na nakaka-affect sa ating pag-iisip, sa ating sa ating attitude towards yung practices natin bilang isang babae at isang lalaki? Okay? Yan. So, I have here matching type. Nasa module nyo to. Kung hindi nyo pa nasagutan, pwede nyo nang sagutan. So, who can answer number 1? It is the one that drives you to interact with others. O interaction sa ibang tao. Ano to?
A. Emotional self.
A. Tingnan nyo yung clue word. Maghanap kayo ng clue. With others.
Social self.
Social self.
Tama. Social self. Letter E. Social self. Number 2.
Social self, ma'am.
It is an Opo, social self. Number 1, social self. Number 2, it is an anatomic aspect of man or woman. Kung ano yung meron ka nung lumabas ka. Nung ipinanganak
Mental
ka.
self.
Pwede pang mag-try?
Physical self, ma'am.
Ano?
Social self.
self.
Physical self, ma'am.
Physical self. Number 2, physical self. Pag sinabi nating anatomic aspect, kung yung sa physical na katawan natin, kung ano yung dinadala natin nung tayo'y lumabas, yun yon. Nila na-identify kung babae ka o
Ma'am, ano
lalaki
pong
ka.
subject to, ma'am?
Health po. Next,
Module
number
2 po?
3, it is considered. Nasa module 3 na kami na. Tapos na namin yung 1 and 2. Okay, number 3, it is considered as your morals and values regarding relationships.
Emotional self.
Mental.
Mental
Moral
health.
and values. Ito yung clue natin. Moral or
Ay, spiritual
value.
self.
Self.
Isa pa.
Emotional,
Sige
ma'am.
pa. Moral. Ito yung mga beliefs natin, mga paniniwala natin. The answer is letter
Spiritual.
B.
F.
Ethical. Pag sinabing moral, ito yung mga ethics, mga beliefs natin. And then, ito naman, it is the way you think as a man or woman. Anong sagot?
Emotional self.
C.
Self.
Emotional self, ma'am.
The way you
Emotional.
think. The way you think.
Mental self, ma'am.
Mental self. Very good. Number 5. It is the way you feel
Hmm.
about yourself. Feel.
Emotional.
Emotional self.
Very
Emotional
good.
self, ma'am.
Emotional.
Emotional.
So, yan yung sagot. Okay. So, this one can be seen on your module number 3 on health. Ayan. So, in your notebook or in your paper, find the 10 words in the figure below. Words are about attitudes and practices referring to sexuality and sexual behavior. Ayan. So, number 1, the quality of being sexual. Anong sagot? Nandun na yung clue. The quality of being sexual. Anong sagot?
Sexuality po, ma'am.
Very good.
Sexuality, ma'am.
Sexuality. Ayan, very good. Pangalawa, the behavioral, cultural, or psychological
Wala pa po
trait
kasi akong module sa health, ma'am.
associated with one sex. Na-send ko yung GC.
Soft copy.
Oo, na soft copy. Sinend ko na lahat kasi lockdown ng lockdown. Mahirap lumabas. Hindi tayo makapag-distribute ng module. Ayan. So number 2, the behavioral, cultural, or psychological traits typically associated with one sex. The answer is
Gender,
gender.
ma'am.
Very good. Number 3, the customary beliefs of social forms and material traits of racial, religious, or social groups. The answer is culture. Yan.
Culture.
Then, number
Sure.
4, the way in which someone conducts oneself or behaves. The answer is behavior.
Behavior.
Then next, the one belonging on the same societal group, especially based on age, grade, or status. Ayan,
Friends.
peers.
Ears.
Peers yun. And then, number 6, the act or process of deciding, o the act or process of deciding. Ayan, ibig
Refers.
sabihin, ayan,
Deci-
decision.
decision.
Then
Decision.
number 7, an individual's typical character or behavior. The answer is self. And then next, number 8, one attached to another by affection or esteem is
Friends.
friend.
Pen.
Then, sa vertical naman tayo, a medium of cultivation, conveyance, or expression is media.
Median.
And then, the basic unit of society. What is the basic unit of society? It is the family. O, laging tandaan yan, the family is the basic unit of the society. Ayan, so now we go to the factors that affects one's attitude and practices related to sexuality and sexual behavior. Unang-una yung pamilya. So, it is a factor that oftentimes determines your family values. Siyempre, sa pamilya, yung parents ang unang-unang nagtuturo sa'yo nung sexual identity mo. They teach you about love, kindness, and humility. So, ang relasyon ng pamilya ay nagiging pundasyon ng iyong personality. So, pati ng iyong life options or yung mga decision na gagawin mo sa buhay at yung total behavior mo or kung ano talaga yung pagkatao mo ay nakadepende doon sa relasyon or tama doon sa family's relationship. So, maaari ding maapektuhan ng pamilya yung social well-being mo. Kung paano ka makisalamuha sa ibang tao, yung physical aspect mo, yung pag-iisip mo, at yung emotional health mo. So, kailangan nating magkaroon ng strong connection within our family para mas ma-nurture or mas makilala pa natin yung ating sarili. Next, we have the culture. Of course, yung cultural background natin nakakaapekto doon sa ating sexuality. Meron kasi yung mga culture na ang gender lang para sa kanila ay lalaki at babae. So, malaking factor yon, no, doon sa pag-develop ng sexuality or ng sexual identity ng isang tao. So, ayan, so the contents of sexual behavior and the social consequences of these behaviors vary largely across cultural context. So for example, sa Amerika, no, open na sila for the LGBTQ plus community to have or to marry yung same gender or same sex. So, yun yung tinatawag na same-sex marriage. So, nasa kultura na nila yon. So, next we have the peers. Katulad ng inyong pamilya, malaki ring factor ng pag-develop ng inyong sexuality yung inyong mga kaibigan. So, ang peers or mga kaibigan ay kino-consider na isa sa hindi sila yung pinaka-effective at efficient. 'Pag sinabi nating efficient yung tama, hindi sila palaging tama. So, ayan, maaring, napilit ka lang na maging ganito kasi, parang parang pinilit ka nila. Ito yung peer pressure na tinatawag. So, dapat hindi gano'n. Maaari mo silang maging source of knowledge, but then don't let them na i-control kung sino ka man talaga. So, ayan, as an adolescent, of course, mas marami kang time sa mga kaibigan mo kaysa sa pamilya mo. Dati, nung face-to-face. But now, you have more time with your family kasi nga nasa bahay lang kayo. So, as a result, yung pinaniniwalaan at kung ano yung ugali ng kaibigan mo ay maaari mong or maaaring maka-impluwensya sa'yo. Next, media. Of course, media is a big factor sa attitude natin. So, of course, kung ano yung napapanood natin, kung ano yung naririnig natin, nababasa natin, kung ano yung nasa internet, minsan na yung ginagaya natin, di ba? Sa TikTok, ayan, ada tinag-short, tapos nagsuot ng sexy, mapan mo mituladin ang TikTok kamitin. So, it is really a big influence sa iyong pagkatao. Kahit minsan hindi ka nagsusuot naman ng mga ganon, dahil nga uso, napapabili ka, tapos yun na yung sinusuot mo. So, that is the influence of media. Ayan. Now, it's my time to ask you questions. Ayan. Do you have any questions or do you have learnings sa ating pinag-aralan ngayon?
Yes po.
Yes po.
Okay. So,
Yes, ma'am.
if you do not want to speak, kindly or ganito na lang para mas maganda. Ilagay sa chat box ng ating Google Meet kung ano yung natutunan nyo sa ating lesson episode ngayon. Okay? I'll
Nauna
give
po.
you, yes, I'll give you 3 minutes to encode what you have learned today. Or if you do not want to type, you can just share it with your classmates in here.
Pwede niyong i-share dito. Sino gusto mag-share? Ayan, so for Rainier, ayan, ang natutunan ko ay ang affect na attitude relating in sexuality. Meron tayong family, culture, and peers. Very good, Rainier.
Thank you, ma'am.
Sino na pa gustong mag-share? Ayan, may nag-e-encode pa ba ng mga sagot? Honest answers lang ha, kung ano lang.
Wait lang po, ma'am.
Okay po. Okay, I'll give you 2 minutes to encode your answers.
Ma'am, nawawalan ba ako ng signal? Tapos,
So for the honey, gender role or sex role is a social role that consists of what is acceptable or appropriate based on person's perceived or biological sex. Knowing our gender role helps in development and future action. So tama si honey. So kapag alam natin yung ating gender role, mas alam natin kung paano natin i-develop ng ating sarili at kung ano yung mga actions na gagawin natin in the future. So, meron pa. Ayan. So, from Sherwin, ang natutunan ko ay ang factor that affect one's attitude and practices related to sexuality and sexual behavior. Ayan. Kaya sila lang natutunan ni Rainier. Tayo. Ayan. So, wala na po ba? Ayan, so kung wala na po, kindly open your cameras and let's take a photo for your attendance. Hello.
Hi, ma'am.
Ayan, paki-open yung camera nyo. At tayo'y
hello, ma'am.
nag-a-attendance.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello. Wala na mag-open? Ayan, so that's it for today. May mga tanong pa po ba? Paglilinaw? May tanong pa po ba? Paglilinaw?
Wala
Wala
na po, ma'am.
Okay, so do not
Wala
forget
na.
Wala na po.
all other activities on your modules.
Wala na, ma'am.
2, 3, and 4 hanggang 7. Okay? So, kung wala na, that's it for today. And see you on our next class or virtual class. Bye!
Thank you,
Bye,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Bye.
Ingat po.
Stay safe.
Stay safe and happy.
Ma'am, see you next
Bye,
time,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Bye, ma'am. Goodbye, ma'am.
Bye, ma'am.